Hello everyone, my name is Singh, and the topic that was assigned to me was on prenatal care in India. And here in this PPT, we'll be discussing about the meaning of prenatal care, its need, and the reasons, and its early process, the objectives, and the schemes those are launched by the government of India to tackle the problems arising before prenatal care. So yeah, let's go with the PPT. Yes. So, a meaning of prenatal care, it specifically says prenatal care is the health care that you get while you are pregnant. It is a type of preventive health care. It is provided in form of medical checkups, consistency of recommendations on managing a healthy lifestyle, and the provisions of medical information such as maternal physiological changes in pregnancy, biological changes, and prenatal nutrition, including prenatal vitamins, which prevents potential health problems throughout the course of the pregnancy and promotes the mother and child's health alike. So you see the aims as to why prenatal, what it aims is to screen high-risk cases and to prevent or detect or treat any earliest complications, to ensure continuous medical surveillance and prophylaxis. Prophylaxis in general means a treatment given or action taken to prevent any kind of a disease while the time of pregnancy to the mother or the growing child. And one more point, one more aim is that to educate the mother about the physiology of pregnancy and labor of demonstrations, charts, diagrams, so that the fear is removed and the psychology is improved. The major objective of prenatal care is to ensure a normal pregnancy with delivery of a healthy baby from a healthy mother. So these are the prenatal schemes which were launched by the government of India in order to tackle the problems. Uh, One of these major problems which gave rise to prenatal care was the declining poor sex ratio. So these various acts are namely PCPNDT Act, then Janani Suraksha Yojana, Janani Shishu Suraksha Yojana, Suman Scheme, and Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan. There were other schemes also, but they weren't under prenatal care. I would like to name them as well: Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme and Ladli Lakshmi Yojana, but they weren't on the prenatal schemes. Yes. So coming first is the PCPNDT Act. The abbreviated form is Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act, and that was launched in 1994. Is an act of the Parliament of India enacted to stop female foticides and arrest the declining sex ratio in India. The act is banned prenatal sex determination. So the early process, the reason as to why this act had to be implemented. So one of these major reasons is female foeticide in India. So when you see in the early 1990s, there was a widespread use of ultrasound techniques that was used. Uh, Ultrasound techniques is to yes. So female foeticide in India, uh, there was a tendency for families to continuously produce children until a male is born, and social discrimination against women and preference for sons have promoted female foeticides. So this act also mandates compulsory registration of all diagnostic laboratories, genetic counseling center, and ultrasound clinics, etc. All these came under this act and were regulated respectively. So, according to the decennial Indian census, the sex ratio in the age 0 to 6 age group in India went from 104 males per 100 females in 1981 to 105.8 in 1991 to 107 in 2001 to 104 in 2011. The ratio is significantly higher in certain states such as Punjab and Haryana. The objective of this PCPNDT Act is the main purpose of enacting the Act is to ban the use of sex selection techniques. So, after conception and prevent the misuse of prenatal diagnostic tests for sex selective abortions. So this is what I was talking about, the ultrasound techniques which are used to predetermine the sex of the growing child, and which used to lead to abortions, and these abortions also caused a poor sex ratio. Salient features of this act. This act also provides for the prohibition of sex selection before and or after conception. It regulates the use of prenatal diagnostic tests like ultrasound and amniocentesis by allowing them their only use to detect genetic abnormalities, metabolic disorders, chromosomal abnormalities, certain congenital malformations, hemoglobinopathies, sex-linked disorders. No laboratory or center or clinic will conduct any test, including ultrasonography, for purpose of determining the sex of the fetus. No person, including the one who is conducting the procedure as per the law, will communicate the sex of the fetus to prevent pregnant women or her relatives by words, signs, or any other method. The second um, policy or the yojana which was implemented or launched by the government of India was Janani Suraksha Yojana, and that was in 2005. Janani Suraksha Yojana is a safe motherhood intervention under the National Health Mission. It is being implemented with the objective of reducing maternal and neonatal mortality by promoting institutional delivery among poor pregnant women. The scheme, launched on April 12, 2005 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, is under implementation in all the states and union territories with a special focus on low performing states. Yeah. So Janani Suraksha Yojana is a centrally sponsored scheme which integrates cash assistance which with delivery and post-delivery care. The Yojana has identified accredited social health activist ASHA as an effective link between the government and pregnant women. So ASHA is a community health worker organization, and as we see, the abbreviation is aggregated social health activists. And even today, so this ASHA is instituted by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare as a part of National Health Mission. And according to 2013, uh, the number was 8,70,089 members of this organization. So, yeah, features of Janani Suraksha Yojana. The scheme focuses on poor pregnant women with a special dispensation for the. Very sorry for this. Yeah. So the features of Janani Suraksha Yojana, which was launched in 2005, uh, it talks about the schemes on poor pregnant women with a special dispensation for states that have low institutional delivery rates, namely the states of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Orissa, and Jammu and Kashmir. While these states have been named low performing states, and the remaining states have been named as high performing states. So this is a chart that shows the cash assistance which is provided by the government of India to rural and urban women and also to ASHA workers. So here in this chart, the low performing states mothers package, a normal mothers package is around 1,400, but on the other side, ASHA's package is 600 rupees. So total is, and if you are an ASHA activist, you'll get 600 rupees more, which constitutes to 2,000 rupees total. Same on the other hand, in the urban area, so the for the low performing states it is 1,000 and plus 400 is given to you as cash assistance for an ASHA worker, and the total amount will be 1,400. For the high performing, So here I was talking about the cash assistance for institutional delivery that is provided to low performing state mothers and to high performing states. And in the next slide, we have the third one more policy that is launched by the government of India, and that is Janani Sishu Suraksha Yojana. And here the government of India has launched Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakaram on 1st June 2011. Very recently, the scheme is estimated to benefit more than 12 million pregnant women who access government government health facilities for the delivery. Moreover, it will motivate those who still choose to deliver at their homes or to opt for institutional delivery. It is an institute initiative with a hope that states would come forward and ensure that benefits under Janani Sishu Suraksha Yojana would reach every needy pregnant woman coming to government institutional facilities. All the states and union territories have initiated implementations for the scheme. These are the free entitlements for the pregnant women under Janani Sishu Suraksha Yojana. Uh, Free and cashless delivery, free C-section, free drugs and consumables, free diagnostics, free diet during stay in the health institutions, free provision of blood, exemption from user charges, free transport from home to health institutions, free transport between facilities, in case of referral, free drop back from institutions to home after 48 hours of stay. And these are the free entitlements for sick newborn till 30 days after birth. Free treatment, free drugs and consumer, free diagnostics, free provision of blood, exemption from user charges, free transport from home to health institutions, free transport between facilities in case of referral, free drop backs from institution to home. So here, so for the next scheme which we are talking about is Suman scheme. Suman is nothing but Suraksha Matritva Ashwasan. This initiative focuses on assured delivery of maternal and newborn healthcare services, encompassing wider access to free and quality services, zero tolerance for denial of services, assured management of complications, along with respect for women autonomy, dignity, feelings, choices, and preferences, etc. So the aims of Suman scheme is assured, dignified, and respectful delivery of quality healthcare services at no cost and zero tolerance for denial of services to any woman and newborn visiting a public health facility in order to end all preventable maternal and newborn deaths and morbidities and provide a positive birthing experience. So these are the services which are guaranteed under this scheme, and those are provisions of at least four antenatal care checkup and six HbA1c visits, safe motherhood booklet and mother and child protection card, deliveries by trained personnel including midwife, SPA, free and zero expense access for identification and management of maternal complications, early initiation and support for breastfeeding, respectful care with privacy and dignity, choice for delayed cord clamping beyond 55 minutes up to delivery of placenta, elimination of mother to child transmission of HIV, and furthermore. So is the fifth scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan. So the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan has been launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The program aims to provide assured, comprehensive and quality antenatal care free of cost, universally to all pregnant women on the 9th of every month. Honorable Prime Minister of India highlighted the aim and the purpose of the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan in the 31st July 2016 episode of Man Ki Baat. PSSMA guarantees a minimum package of antenatal care services to women in the second and third trimesters of pregnancy at designated government health facilities. The program follows a systematic approach for engagement with private sector, which includes motivating private practitioners to volunteer for the campaign, developing strategies for generating awareness and appealing to the private sector to participate in the Abhiyan at government health facilities. So this is the ratio chart which shows that the data that indicates maternal mortality ratio in India was very high in the year 1990, with 556 women dying during childbirth per 100,000 live births, as compared to the global rate of maternal mortality of 385 per lakh live births. As per RGI SRS 2011 and 2013, maternal mortality ratio of India has now declined to 167 per lakh live births against a global MMR of 216 per lakh live births. In 2015, India has registered an overall decline in maternal mortality ratio of 70% between 1990 and 2015 in comparison to the global decline, while India has made considerable progress in the reduction of maternal and infant mortality every year. Approximately 44,000 women still die due to pregnancy-related causes, and approximately 6.6 lakh infants die within the first 28 days of life. And we hope that this number is also going to improve with the help of these prenatal schemes which are launched by the government. Many of these deaths are preventable, and many lives can be saved if quality care is provided to the pregnant woman during the antenatal care period, and the high risk factors such as intuition, anemia, pregnancy induced hypertension are detected on the time and managed well. So the key features of Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan is based on premise that if every pregnant woman in India is examined by OBGY specialist radiologist physician and approximately investigated at least once during the PMSMA, and then appropriately followed up, the process can result in reduction in the number of maternal and neonatal deaths in our country. Antenatal checkups would be provided by OBGY specialists, radiologists, physicians with support from private sectors and doctors to supplement the efforts of the government sector. So these are the schemes, policies which were launched by the government of India under prenatal care. And yes, all about the presentation. Thank you.